Hello, I'm Jim Pasztor, and I'm the Vice President of Academic Affairs at the College for Financial Planning. I had sort of stumbled into the financial services industry. I started out of college. My degree is a Bachelor's of Music, and my instrument, the trumpet, instrument of the gods. And for a while I was a struggling musician, of course not making very much money. I then fell in love, realized I'd have to get my act together, and I was trying to find areas that interested me, and finance and stock markets and in financial industry in general was interesting. So from there I started to pursue a career in financial services. I could see that advisors were expected to know more, to provide more advice, to actually have more skills in order to actually advise people. So then I said, well, what should my next step be? And that's when I said, well, I had heard about the Certified Financial Planner certification. I said, maybe I should become a Certified Financial Planner. I did some research. I found out that the mark started with the College for Financial Planning here in Denver, Colorado, and I said, well, I'll go to them for my education. So in 1996 is when I first had my affiliation with the college. I went through the education program, and in 1998 passed the board exam, the CFP board exam, on my first attempt, thank goodness. And from there, it then gave me the courage to say, well, what should I do next? And I decided to go independent. So I resigned my position as a branch manager. I set up my own registered investment advisory firm, fee only, and went from there. And it really was the education that I got and being a certified financial planner that gave me the courage to take that step. Then in 2000, I started teaching at Guilford College in Greensboro, North Carolina, which is where we lived at the time. And I found I really enjoyed teaching. Every situation is different and unique, and in a really good learning environment, it's not only the students who are learning, but it's the instructor. I have two wonderful grown daughters, and now I have a granddaughter, so we spend time with her too. So there's enough to do out here to keep us busy, and I love music. I especially love classical music, composers like Beethoven, Mahler. I love to read. I buy books all the time, but also really love the outdoors. Love to travel, visit national parks, camping, hiking, finding wildlife, things like that. It's just is a great way to unwind. As a teacher and a facilitator, I want to make sure that I'm, guiding the class along and covering items and topics that I think are important. I think it's extremely important that the student is engaged in the process, and that the student is, thinking, is coming up with ideas, and, realizing, when they come out of it at the end of the day, that there is still a lot more that they have to learn. And I think part of what we do as a college, whether it's, live classes, online classes, is that we bring the student and the teacher together, and then between the two of them and with the colleagues, all the students in the class working together, that's when some real learning can occur.